Alright guys, this is Brendan Sullivan. I'm back with a review of Glass, the M. Night Shyamalan film that is a sequel to Unbreakable and Split, surprisingly, because when it first came out, nobody had no idea that this was even going to be a sequel to anything. Split was not supposed to be a sequel to anything, and it was. But the film is very polarizing right now. Not a lot of people like it. Critics don't like it. It doesn't seem like a good amount of people actually like this film, especially the ending. I'm here to say that those rumors are not true for me. I actually love this film. Surprisingly, I think I might be in the minority in this part, but I thought the film was great. I understood for once what M. Night Shyamalan was trying to do and trying to accomplish with the ending. All right, let's just dive right into the categories. All right, this is probably one of the better parts of the film because this is a character-driven piece, it's a psychological piece. So M. Night Shyamalan does a thing in the film that's different than other films, I believe, in other, especially other superhero films, and that he's just most of the time he's focused on the characters. If you don't like movies that don't have that much action, I recommend not seeing this. If you like the first one, which actually has surprisingly not that much action, then you'll love it. I think for at least three-fourths of the film. The ending is a different story. To me, the characters at the ending do stuff that I wish were different, but that's just me thinking that they would be different, not the actual characters interacting with the story. And I think the ending does stay true to the characters. I think it does. That's the problem I think with people is that people think that these characters should have done something else or done this or done that, wherever they thought the ending was going to be. But I thought truly the ending stuck to what the actual characters in the film do. And there's a lot of smart hints they give you throughout the film that actually leads up to that. And it's really smartly placed there because Samuel L. Jackson's Glass is actually not in the movie a lot. He's not. He's almost sidelined, but there is a part in the film that explains that. And if you don't watch or hear or recollect that part, it won't make sense at the end of the film. And I think that's the problem people are getting is that they're not paying attention to every single detail of the film and they're not piecing those things together. And it's fine. You can not like the ending, but personally, I thought the ending was actually one of the better parts of the film. And the characters stayed true throughout the film. That's why I honestly love the characters in this film. All right, story wise, I'm just gonna keep this short because I don't want to spoil it. It all comes down if you like this film or not. It all comes down to the ending, to be honest. I've seen a lot of people that do like the movie throughout the film. They're actually thinking, why is this so bad? And then the ending comes and they didn't like the ending. So it all depends if you dig the ending. But I still think you should see it because especially if you're a fan of this franchise, because the ending won't completely, I don't think, completely ruin this movie. And if it does for you, I don't understand why. I still think it's an enjoyable film throughout, and you might not like the whole film, but at least you'll enjoy that first three-fourths of the film. So story-wise, everything does flow well, does work. It connects the characters well. There's almost like a three-act structure with each character getting its highlight, and then it moves on to the next character, and then the next character. And I found that really, really interesting. And overall, there's nothing more to say about the story besides in spoiler territory. So I'll just leave it like that. I honestly like this story more than most people, especially the ending. Alright, guys, the direction and editing in this film is near perfect. I mean, it's an M. Night Shyamalan film. You're going to go into it expecting that. There's nothing really jarring like a Snyder film where it just feels like we're in two different movies now. Everything feels greatly shot. Besides one part, I would say a couple of GoPro scenes made sense, but eventually it just like, okay, it's kind of feels like a thing they're trying to do and it didn't work that much and it lasted too long on the GoPro. I'm like, okay, we can cut away now. But other than that, directing wise, I can't really fault M. Night Shyamalan in anything because he's a fucking great director. Wise storytelling is a little different most of the time in his films, but directing wise, he's a master of his craft. If you want to see a mastercraft M. Night Shyamalan directed film, this is the film for you because he does a lot of stuff in this film that's very, very interesting. I love the directing and editing in this film. All right, guys, the verdict. I feel like the ending to this is the best ending they could possibly do. I feel like this movie is a perfect ending to this trilogy that's going to be underrated, just like the movie. Some of the audience members do seem like they do like the film, but general critics did not like the film, and a lot of people that I've been talking to do not like the film. So it's been weird. I feel like the ending to this film is a perfect send off to the characters. Some people won't. Some people will find it manipulative. Will find it, nah, that's not a good way to have the characters end. Blah 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 blah. Disagree. I feel like this is a perfect send off to characters that do choices in the film that make sense to what they're doing. And if you want to see an M. Night Shyamalan film that's perfectly directed, it sells the movie already because it's perfectly directed, perfectly edited. The characters, again, do perfectly good stuff. And the storyline, even if you don't like that ending, I feel like three-fourths of the film is great. So I feel like go into those with low expectations about the ending, but watch it for the first three-fourths of the film, because the first three-fourths of the film is honestly one of the best I've seen from an M. Night Shyamalan film. All right, thank you guys for watching. I tried to get this review out early for you guys, at least on a Friday. I saw it yesterday, but I tried to get it out at least a little bit early. So, like, subscribe, tell me what you think about the film, if you liked it or you didn't. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.